Hey guys, today I'm producing a track for a song I've never heard before. I'll take the vocals from an existing song without listening to the original and then create my own instrumental to go with it with zero context. At the end, when my track's done, I'll finally be able to go back, listen to the original, and see how they compare. If you haven't already, I also have my own original music out on all streaming platforms. I'll put a link in the description below, so wherever you like to listen to music, make sure to check that out, add me to your playlist, and follow my profile on there. That would be awesome. Alright, let's get started. Today I'll be working with the Ava Max song, Lovin Myself. Obviously I haven't heard this one yet, but I'm kind of expecting typical kind of like electronic dance track. So I'm going to go ahead and take a listen to the vocals for the first time now. I'll put a link to this acapella in case you want to play along and hearing the version I'm hearing first as well. So go ahead and pause this, take a listen, and I'm going to go ahead and listen now.
I don't need nobody, I'm loving myself.
Okay, cool. It feels like pretty typical Ava Max. So I definitely want to go as usual, like electronic direction, pretty like dancey. So for this week, I'm using sounds only from the sample pack, Power Techno and Trance by Identity Records. So hopefully they have some things to work with in here. There's some samples and presets. So let's get into it. I think I want to start with drums. So let's see what's in here. I feel like it needs to just be like kind of a 4 on the floor type beat. So I'm going to start with that and see how it goes. Okay. Okay, let's find a bass sound. Let's see what presets we have. Bass. Okay. This sounds cool. This is very Gaga, like Born This Way. Am I the only one that thinks that? It's not that surprising from Ava Max, but like it feels very much that. Okay, anyways. So I want to do something that goes along with that in like a higher synth. So let's look at the synth presets. And we're just gonna move this MIDI down. Let's see. Okay, let's just try one of those. Sounds crazy right now, but we're gonna add some stuff to it to soften it a bit. So this sterilizer just kind of gets it out of the way of the vocal. It can still hold space in the upper frequencies, but it's out of the center, so it's not taking up too much of where the vocal needs to come through. You can hear it without it. With. Okay, let's figure out the verses coming out of the hook.
Heartbreak survivor, feeling lighter. Heartbreak survivor, feeling lighter.
Is she saying losing myself here?
Myself.
Isn't she saying loosen myself? Interesting. We need a couple other things. Let's see what samples are in here. I kind of want to make that work somewhere. We can try it here. Can go here. Is it weird if I put it here? I kind of like it. Okay, I think this is done. It's a pretty simple track, not too many complicated parts, but let's just run through them really quick before we listen through. So I have a bass that's going through most of the track. Going along with that in the hook, I have this synth up a few octaves on the fifth as like a harmony to that melody, just to lift that section a bit more. So that's this one. Then I have this little pluck that's more in the verses and comes in again at the end in the last repeat of the post hook. Then there's just the drums. And then the rest is just effects. I have one that I can play through on the post chorus. That's this little riser. Just add some movement in the post and switches it up a little bit from the section before. But yeah, that's pretty much everything other than, as usual, just automating volume and filtering and things like that. So let's listen through. I wasn't totally sure what to do with the intro. So yeah, let me know what you think of that. Okay, here we go.
Myself off of my feet, woke up on fire, shining brighter, like I could build the world around me. I give myself butterflies, Donatella on my eyes, never live until I die. Shout out Chanel #5, spend my money all on me. Every day is fashion week, all my exes RIP, baby still I be. I don't need nobody, I'm loving myself tonight.
Yeah, so what did you guys think? This song, the top line, really reminds me of Gaga. Do you guys notice that also? I feel like I really hear it in this song. I'm curious to hear what the original version sounds like. So let's listen to that. Okay, I like it. It's one of my favorite of her recent releases, I gotta say, but it's so much like Born This Way. Anyone else think that? I don't know if it's just because it's the same chord progression, because you can sing Born This Way right over it, but especially out of the pre going into the hook, it feels like it should lead right into the I'm beautiful in my way. Like, it should just go straight into that. So I don't know. Let me know your opinions on that. Did you guys like this song? How did you think my version compared? Leave it all in the comments. Let me know what you think. I feel like I wasn't far off though in terms of the arrangement, because this is very much centered around the bass that's driving through the whole track. The drums choices were kind of similar in the drum pattern that I went with. I did like what they did in the beginning of like really stripping down the hook. I couldn't decide what to do there, but they really like let that build and be a bit more floaty the first time through. I think I like that decision a lot better than mine just kind of like driving in from the get-go. If you have any other suggestions on songs that I should use for this series, leave those in the comments as well. If you want to check out the rest of the videos in this series, there is a playlist that I'll link to. You can see all the songs I've done prior to this one. Definitely check that out when you have a chance. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.